What is very clear to us is that we actually need all hands on deck to understand the magnitude of the water security challenge. And that means we need to find a way to raise everybody's awareness and to trigger that individual behavioral change that we need, but also the broader systemic holistic policy change. African cities are actually exposed to the main water risks that we all know, and they consist in too much water, too little water, too polluted water, but also insufficient access to drinking water. Mayors are actually key to make sure that policies that are taken in relation to water security are adapted to places, that one size doesn't fit all, but that we can actually tailor them to territorial needs. And in this particular case, for the roundtable over the next 3 years, we're aiming to produce new data and evidence, comparative analysis that can actually guide better policies at the local level. Also a platform where mayors from cities from different sizes across the continent could actually share their common headaches, but also their good practices, their solutions. And the last thing that we do to engage these mayors is to make it very clear that we also strive to bridge the dialogue between local and national governments, because cities do not exist in a vacuum. They're part of a country, and many of the decisions that can improve the outcomes are actually often taken at national level, regardless of levels of decentralization, but also because getting water policy right is actually a shared multi-level responsibility. I very much believe that filmmakers can make a difference in three ways. The first one is to draw everybody's attention on water risks and to shed light on priority places where action is urgently needed. They can also provide a channel that can raise and spread African voices for water security to definitely become a top priority in a given city or country. And they can, and that's equally important these days, use very simple, plain, and effective language in order to speak to the largest possible audience. And those mayors' videos in particular speak to that point. So we believe at the OECD that young people are actually holding the key, not only for a water secure world, but for a transformative, let's say, recovery from this pandemic and all related socioeconomic and environmental implications. Youth are getting organized in a very, very impressive way across a number of umbrella organizations, whether we're talking about the World Water Youth Parliament, the Water Youth Network, and many other networks at national, local, or global level, whereby they can reach a critical mass to make change happen and to make a difference.